kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
The Witcher 4 is finally the new adventure of this beloved series. The game is being developed by the studio CD Projekt Red, just like the other games of the series, and is coming out probably in 2026 or later to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The series is known for being an extremely immersive and massive RPG series, with hours and hours of content with a lot of quality. This new experience will be set after The Witcher 3. But the difference here is that the protagonist won't be Geralt anymore, but Ciri, an important character of the third game.
The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a new Souls-like game, with impressive scenarios and graphics, and the game is being developed by a studio called Lean Z. For the people who likes action RPG, will be looking forward to this new one, cause it looks great. It's set in the land of Shu during the dark and tumultuous late Ming dynasty, with humans fighting for power and insane creatures. Looks really good, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5 and PC in July 23, 2025, directly to Xbox Game Pass.
My sister, is it you?
Your ass! And you ain't paid your nugs yet?
Do the same for that one. Hey! What?
Gothic Remake is the returning of a classic and acclaimed RPG game that was officially released over 20 years ago, and now the game is coming out to the new generation, developed in Unreal Engine 5, and promises to be a great experience for fans of immersive RPG games. The studio developing it is Alchemia Interactive, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Windows. Return to the Valley of the Minds in this faithful remake of the genre-defining classic RPG. Explore a handcrafted, organic open world that reacts dynamically to your actions in a gritty, unrestricted experience like no other.
Creating Gothic Remake, we focus on the 4 pillars that we consider the core of the series. Simulation of a living world, exploration, story, and combat. Like the original 2001 title, Gothic Remake is set on creating an immersive and realistic world. Enjoy a complex life simulation on a scale hardly ever seen before in a video game.
Up you go! What are you doing?
Pragmata is a curious upcoming game. It promises to be a game with an immersive story and universe, with beautiful and realistic graphics, and a unique style. The game is being developed by Capcom and was supposed to be released some years ago already, but was postponed, and now it's confirmed to be released in some moment of 2026, but with no specific date yet, and it'll be released on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack!
Hey, D.I.
I said I am D.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
自由のために戦う。さあ、お手並み拝見といこう。君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。よし、本気でやるぞ。つらい。くらえ。おい、神よ。耐えてみせろ。
任せてちょうだい。
Marvel Token Fighting Souls is a new fighting game with the beloved Marvel characters, and it's a game that many fighting games fans are really excited about. The studio developing the game is Arc System Works, and it'll be released only on PlayStation 5 and Windows in some moment of 2026. The game will have an insane PvP mode with the classic 1v1 fights, but also fights up to 4v4 players in each match, what promises to be really insane. The studio developing it is famous for developing games like Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ, amazing competitive fighting games, so that's why this game is immensely hyped already.
Yeah, baby!
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine is an insane third-person action game, with elements of a shooter and hack-and-slash game. The Master Crafted Edition is a version improved to the new generation, with better quality in general, audio, textures, performance, and all visuals in general. It's being developed by Sneakybox and Relic Entertainment, and is coming out in June 10, 2025, to Xbox Series X and S and Windows. A PlayStation 5 version wasn't confirmed yet, but I believe it'll be, and it's coming day 1 to Xbox Game Pass.
I am finished with you. All.
Silent Hill F is the totally new Silent Hill game after more than 10 years. I'm not counting the short message here. That is not a true Silent Hill, to be honest. The game is being developed by the studio Neobards Entertainment Limited and is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, and it's confirmed to September 25, 2025. For the first time in the main series, the game won't be set in Silent Hills. Yes, it'll be set in Japan, as you can see. Despite that, we can see that it looks bizarre, just like a Silent Hills game gotta be, and they promise that it's going to be a true Silent Hill experience, a true survival horror, with bizarre creatures and an immersive and unsettling story.
Hinako, どこにいるの?
が嫌だよ。寂しいよ。ずっと一緒だよって。
The castle has been sighted again. The Church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped.
We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within. The Demon Lord himself will fall by our...
Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement is the new game of an amazing Metroidvania series. It's being developed by the studio Artplay and is confirmed to 2026, coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. A Switch version wasn't confirmed yet, but I believe it'll be. Unravel the dark history of the Bloodstained universe and explore a hauntingly immersive 16th century England steeped in a 2.5D Gothic atmosphere, enthralling players in strategic battles, crafting, and exploration across a sprawling, cursed land. The previous game was an amazing Metroidvania experience for fans of old-school games, and this one promises to do a great job too.
With me!
Cross Reaper! Tonight, we start our mission!
Alcest is an action-adventure RPG set in a murky medieval world where satisfying melee combat with highly interactive environments takes center stage. Explore realistic locations, learn alchemy, and make a name for your family. The game is being developed by the studio Push On and is coming out to Microsoft Windows only for now, but there's no release date announced yet. As the youngest son of a petty lord, you're no hero. And to become someone, you'll have to prove your worth through sweat and blood. Investigating unusual goblin raids on the county border may be the chance you've been waiting for. Crimson Desert is a new massive open-world RPG. The game is being developed by Pearl Abyss Studio, from the same creators of the MMO Black Desert. Filled with lot of different mechanics and with a fast and brutal combat style, looks like a mix of a action RPG with the gameplay of a hack-and-slash game. For those who enjoy titles like Assassin's Creed series, The Witcher, Zelda, and general action medieval games, I think you're going to enjoy this one, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC in the end of 2025, but with no official release date yet.
A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace.
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness.
Seeking out my Greymane comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the destruction.
お前の力はこの程度か。まだまだ。
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is surely going to be a nostalgic experience for the fans of the original Ninja Gaiden games. It'll be set in 2D stages, with a fast combat style, mixing the original game style with new movements and graphics. It's being developed by the studio The Game Kitchen, and as a retro gamer I must say that this looks insane for me, so I'm really excited about this game. This new graphic style looks ravishing, mixing cartoon and pixel art, riveting. So if you, just like me, are a fan of old school games, I think you should keep an eye out for this new version of Ninja Gaiden, and the game is coming out in July 31st, 2025 for PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To be deceived do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself? Life.
Mafia: The Old Country is the fourth game of an acclaimed and beloved series. I mean, the third game is not that beloved, but there are some fans of it too. The game is being developed by the studio Hangar 13, the studio responsible for Mafia 3. As I said, it's not the most beloved game, but they also did Mafia 1 Remake. That's an excellent game, and now it'll be their new chance of creating a good story. The game will be released in August 8, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows. The game will be set before of the other games, in the start of 20th century, and promises to be a game with a great storytelling like the first two games.
「ゾンビとは過去にとらわれ抜け出せない者たちです」「彼らは真の解雇主義者なのですよ」
このようなことが連鎖的に起きたんでしょう。
Showa American Story is a really curious game. It's going to be a RPG game, but a very unique one. The game is being developed by the studio Netcom Entertainment, and it's planned to be released still in 2025 to PlayStation 5 and Windows. A brand new RPG and an enthusiastic love letter to the 80s pop culture that features a strong taste of B-movies. Follow Chuko's journey of truth and revenge across North America as she grows stronger. A game that mixes many features. It even resembles Yakuza series in some aspects. The combat will mix melee combat to combat with firearms, all set in a third-person camera.
Spirit Stones. Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams. Since time immemorial, this power has been the impetus for human wars.
Such an ominous...
Nioh 3 is the next game of this amazing action RPG series that was created in the Souls-like style but with its own personality. It's being developed by Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo Games and is coming out early in 2026, but is only confirmed to PlayStation 5 and Windows so far. You can enjoy an instantaneous and seamless switch between two combat styles during battle, facing your enemies head-on with samurai style and using quick movements and special techniques with ninja style, all with a fast-paced combat and an immersive character developing with many builds, weapons, and much more.
How foolish of you.
Who did you love? Believe.
State of Decay 3 is the new and biggest game of the Zombies survival series. The original games were kinda simple yet fun, especially playing with friends, but this new adventure promises to be greater in all aspects since the graphics, gameplay, possibilities, and the universe itself. The game is being developed by the studio Undead Labs, a Xbox Games studio, and it's confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, but I would not doubt of a PlayStation 5 version too. Unite to survive, push back the blood plague to reclaim the land's resources and carve out a life in the zombie apocalypse. It still has no release date, but is believed to be released in 2025 or 2026.
When we ventured out beyond the gates.
No Rest for the Wicked is a unique and beautiful Souls-like with a stunning graphic style and is being developed by the same studio of Ori series, Moon Studio. It features a fluid and interesting gameplay with a different camera style from standard Souls-like games. It's played from a perspective of an upper camera with immersive scenarios and impressive and challenging boss fights. The game is on early access on Steam, but for now you can't really finish the game, so in case you really want to play it I recommend you to wait. But there's no release date for the final version, but is coming out to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Just run away.
Phantom Blade Zero is a new fast-paced action RPG game, and all the videos and gameplays of the game looks absolutely mind-blowing. It's being developed by the Studio S game, and in the game we see some inspirations in Souls-like game, since the gameplay style, to the boss fights, but the game won't be exactly a Souls-like. The graphics looks really awesome, and will surely be a great game when it's released. We still don't know when the game is coming out, but in a new trailer they said that the release date is going to be announced in 2025, so I believe the game is coming out in 2026 or later, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Windows.
Everyone wears a mask! You too! This this a real face?
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination.
007 First Light is a new action stealth game of the famous agent James Bond, all with impressive graphics and a gameplay that looks really fluid and fun, mixing stealth and frantic action moments. The studio developing the game is IO Interactive, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC in some moment of 2026. A thrilling espionage action-adventure game followed James Bond as a young, resourceful, and sometimes reckless recruit in MI6 training program and discover an origin story of the world's most famous spy.
James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the
Every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
The hungry purple dinosaur eats the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the jabbering crab and the mad whale and started venting and quacking.
They're hungry.
OD is still a mystery about how it's really going to be, but the most important thing is, it's being made by Kojima, yeah, so I wouldn't expect nothing less than a unique experience in game. Kojima is specially known cause he's got an insane creativity and originality about creating games, and in this survival horror he said that the experience here will be unique and different of everything we know. In the only trailer so far we can't see much of the game, just amazing realistic facial expressions, so I'd say this is going to be something important in the game, like it was also great in Alan Wake 2. OD's got no release date yet and is confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, but will probably be coming out to PC too, and maybe PlayStation 5, that depends on Microsoft.
Vending and quacking.
Rematch is a multiplayer soccer game developed by the same studio of the game Sifu, a great action game, but now they're doing something completely different and it looks interesting. The studio is Slocklap and the game is coming out in June 19, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, and it'll be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. Control one player on your team and compete in fast-paced 5v5 matches from an immersive third-person perspective.
What if I told you that your love, your fear, your hate were nothing? You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here.
Judas is the new first-person shooter developed by the creator of BioShock series, the famous Ken Levine. The studio developing it is Ghost Story Games, and the game is coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. It was supposed to be released in March of 2025, but it was postponed, and now it got no release date, but shall be released in some moment of 2025. A disintegrating starship, a desperate escape plan. You are the mysterious and troubled Judas. Your only hope for survival is to make or break alliances with your worst enemies. Will you work together to fix what you broke, or will you leave it to burn? The story shall be complex and intriguing, just like BioShock series is.
Free.